Now he is looking for the new sound of the spheres to inaugurate his own Xanadu, his own Disneyland, the paradise.
One thing I love about the 70s is some of the weird and wonderful films it has to offer. Those campy cult films that gained an audience as time went on. I finally got round to watching Brian De Palma's 1974 film Phantom of the Paradise, which is a twisted take on the Phantom of the Opera, but also combining the story of Faust and the picture of Dorian Gray. De Palma takes these sources for inspiration for a strange musical that manages to be more clever than you'd expect. Let's dig in. Meet Winslow Leach, a musician and songwriter. His music gains the attention of Swan, a music giant who thinks his work would be excellent for the opening of his new concert hall. Stealing his music, Winslow is casted away, and after inquiring about it to the record company, he has an accident and goes missing. Now he wants his own back. I think the best place to start with this film is the music.
All the good guys and the bad guys that I've been.
It is so strange but beautiful, and already it is beginning to grow on me, as many musicals end up doing. I don't think it is anywhere near as good as Cabaret or the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but they are definitely fun and soulful thanks to Paul Williams, also donning the role of Swan. Brian De Palma's screenplay is heavily inspired by the three works I listed earlier. I have seen the silent film adaptation of the Phantom of the Opera and the 40s one, and I know the story of Faust and the picture of Dorian Gray. I feel like De Palma really pumps life into them and makes his own vision. The excellent music writing goes hand in hand with this, making it a very wacky movie experience.
She's too good for you.
I think what I love most about the film is how it manages to have social commentary while maintaining its exciting tempo. It's an attack on the music industry and how competitive and evil it can be. Like Hollywood and pretty much any line of creative production, people steal from one another. I realise now I constantly refer to the idea of postmodernism in many movies and TV shows I discuss, and that is because almost nothing is original in our current world. I will leave it at that because I could end up going on a tangent, but I do not mean to discredit any contemporary works of art, as great content is still being made. Phantom of the Paradise looks at this idea becoming very meta, with many cultural references being made. From what I have spotted, we see a set design like the cabin of Dr. Caligari, with the band coming out looking like the rock band Kiss. Then we also get a reference to the opening shot of Touch of Evil, which I won't show to avoid spoilers. Using these references to pop culture, the film makes us reflect on what goes on behind the curtain, stage or camera, so in that respect it's thought-provoking. Now of course it does this in melodramatic, comical and absurd ways, but that is part of the charm that this film has. It is now over 40 years old and has gained status as a cult film. The camera and editing is crazy, and the use of framing and colour really draws you into the flashy world that we are in. Then we have the eccentric acting and characters. Paul Williams is easily one of my favourite things about this film, and he plays a great villain. His quiet and devilish delivery of his lines make him a very enigmatic character.
I want you to answer a question for me.
Yes?
What would you give me to sing?
And that haircut just reeks of the 70s. I really love the way De Palma has filmed this because there's a lot of wide-angle lenses being used that gives it a very disorientating look, and then there's also the handheld camera work. This shot in particular always sticks out for me because it's just absolutely nuts. I mean, the actual speed that the cameraman must have been running at must have been incredible. But anyway, overall I think Phantom of the Paradise is a lot of fun. It's packed with some really thought-provoking ideas, and it is mostly a camp thriller, but it really does have moments of serious drama. The music is a delight to listen to, and as I said earlier, it has begun to grow on me since I watched it a few weeks ago. I think this is one I'll revisit, and my love for it will just increase. If you like weird cult movies, this is definitely an essential to see. Check it out, everyone. Thanks again, folks, for stopping by the 70s Marathon. I hope you enjoy the future uploads, and be sure to catch up on the previous videos. Links will be in the end right now. See you next time, everybody.
And dream it never ends.